I'll sing you the story of a duck whose name is Alfred Quack. Yes, Alfred Jodocus Kwak. He comes from a lovely little town, a lovely town in Waterland, where life is grand. Dipping, bobbing, diving, Alfred's always striving, he seldom wears a frown. You'll never keep a duck down. Dipping, bobbing, diving, Alfred's always striving, he seldom wears a frown. You'll never keep a good duck down. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Dipping, bobbing, diving, Alfred's always striving, he seldom wears a frown. Dipping, bobbing, diving, Alfred's always striving, you'll never keep a good duck down.
They're lucky. Okay, bring them in and I'll question them.
Dolf. Sir!
Gentlemen, can you tell me the reason why you have intruded into Upper Waterland?
Well, you may very well consider us to be intruders, but in fact we are refugees from our own country.
You're an army officer?
I'm Captain Rangpang, General for all.
And just how do you know me?
You're very well known, sir.
Oh, really? By the way, how come you have run away?
A man named Dolf is trying to take political power at home. We were all in opposition to him, and then we were arrested, and we escaped from custody.
Really? We never knew what was happening in your country, so we'll have to try to do something about it, if that is true.
I believe we have to do something ourselves to solve our country's problems, sir. Don't you agree?
That's quite right.
Sir, we'd appreciate it very much if we could get permission to stay in your country for a while.
I can't make such a decision, but I can at least arrange for you to meet our king.
If you would.
Incidentally, whatever has happened to your own king, surely he must be resisting this man Dolf who is trying to take over.
Will they execute me, I wonder?
No, Majesty, you'll probably be deposed. How long will it take to clean this filthy palace, Herman?
About a week, sir. We will do the best we can to make this place a fitting residence for you.
Yes, I need a suitable place for my work, so get started.
Certainly, President.
Is that one Dolf?
Yes, sire.
So, Mr. Dolf, what do you want us to do?
You can do what you wish, Your Majesty, as long as you get out of this palace without any further delay.
But where am I going to sleep tonight, then?
Oh, anywhere else you like.
And are you going to live and eat and sleep here?
Yes, the new government is now going to occupy this palace, so I'll be living here as a matter of routine.
This palace is in a bad state. Do you always wash in hot water?
Huh?
You have to be careful, because the hot water can come out fast and badly scald you. What's funny?
Nothing, but thank you for the advice, Your Majesty. I must get along now.
Oh.
I have lots and lots of things that have to be done. Will someone escort the king out of the castle?
Goodbye, Mr. Dolf.
May I show you out, Your Majesty?
Many thanks, but I do know my own way out. Farewell. Farewell.
Dolf the First. Now I shall be your emperor.
Dolf is justice! 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 Dolf is justice!
Something else wrong with it?
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but it'll take about 30 minutes to fix.
Can't be helped. Do you all think that we should go to Upper Waterland?
Do we have any other place to go?
The king there is my second cousin, so maybe we can ask him to help. The sun is setting.
We aren't very far from the border, sire.
Well, it's really very embarrassing for me to say this now.
Uh-huh.
But I think I should have taken a more active part in politics when I had the chance to do so, Minister. It could be my own fault that someone like Dolf has been able to take over.
Oh, Your Majesty.
Look, I'm not a king any longer, so you don't have to call me that.
What I can't understand is how Dolf has taken power so quickly.
That's obvious, Alfred. He's been taking advantage of our recent social problems, and the people accept his solutions. And, of course, he is also a superb speechmaker.
The people just don't realise that they're being cheated by the National Crow Party. And Dolf isn't worried about them at all. It'll be a problem if he finally gains control.
Hello there. Have any of you come up with a good scheme to overthrow Dolf yet?
No, not yet. We have just been discussing it, sir.
Keep at it, then. But now, His Majesty wants to see you all at the Royal Palace.
I summoned your people here, sir. They ought to arrive any minute now.
I heard Rupee and Rangpang had been captured by Dolf. I wonder how they got away.
They say that someone called Alfred Quack helped them.
Alfred?
Oh, you know this Alfred, then?
Yes, I know him.
Chamberlain Rupee and Captain Rangpang are just arrived from Waterland, sir.
They're here.
Ah, look, our king's here as well, Rupee.
I can't believe it.
Do please enter now, gentlemen.
Good, good. We've been waiting for you.
We are greatly honoured to meet you, sire. And on behalf of everyone here, I would like to thank you very much for allowing us to stay in your glorious country.
Oh, please, please don't mention it, gentlemen. We shall do everything we can to help you overthrow Dolf, my friends. Meanwhile, your king has already arrived safely, as of course you can see.
Your Majesty.
We're overjoyed to see you here, sire. Rangpang, Rupee, good to see you again. You know that Dolf came to my palace.
Majesty, we just don't know what to say to you.
Your Majesty,
Happy to see you once again, Alfred.
I wasn't able to tell you this before, but I've sent all the money you repaid me to the people in the dry country.
What I did fills me with shame now.
Yes, sire, I have apologized to Alfred already.
What happened between you then?
I borrowed some money from Alfred, and I couldn't repay him till sometime later on.
Oh, I see.
I don't know.
Sorry I'm late, Your Majesty, but I have some rather bad news from our neighbour's country. Dolf's administration has just announced a new law. It says that anyone not in the Crow Party must submit half his property to the government.
Huh?
Disgraceful.
I've never heard of such a ridiculous law.
I think people won't put up with it.
We must do something.
That's right.
I'm told people are opposed to the new law, but I say they are making a terrible mistake. If they love their money so much, all they have to do is join the Crow Party. As you well know, if you join the Crow Party and devote yourself to our ideals, you won't have to give up any of your assets. Instead, you will become an honored member of our new society. Dolf is justice.
Dolf seems to be grabbing everyone's property.
They say there's fighting taking place across the country.
Is that so?
Dolf must be piling up a lot of money.
Yes, that's right.
What is it, Your Majesty?
As you know, when the royal family ran into financial trouble before, I borrowed some money from Alfred, but I couldn't pay him back in time. It was embarrassing, but all the same it taught me a lesson at the time.
What's that, sire?
Even the royal family itself cannot exist without properly balancing its financial affairs.
I don't agree, Your Majesty.
Now, Dolf understood the importance of sound finances right from the start when he formed his political party and made use of the members' contributions. With all that money behind him, Dolf gained his power. Am I right?
Yes, it sounds just like him.
So you can see that his power comes from the money he possesses. And he knows he needs that money to maintain his power, and that is why he's made this awful new law to make even more money to support his ambitions.
That's clever thinking, Your Majesty. I'm sure everyone here agrees with your explanation. I think you've become a good deal wiser, sire.
Not before time.
Pardon me for saying it, sire, but you've also become much more mature.
Well, I've been through a hard time.
I think that money Dolph's collected must be hidden somewhere at the palace, and I can tell you for sure that he won't be letting that money out of his clutches.
If the opposition against him is now growing so strong, he won't be able to make as much money anymore, will he?
Which means he'll be in real trouble when all the money that he's taken finally runs out.
You're right.
First of all, we have to find where he has his money hidden, then take it all away from him.
I agree with that.
And so do I.
One or two of you must quickly return to your country to do it.
I'll do it.
But you're still very high on the most wanted list, Alfred.
Yes, it's too dangerous.
But look, Ollie, it's dangerous for anyone.
I'll go with you.
Great.
I think we would make a good team, eh, Alfred?
The Archbishop? I think you'll find that he will be on our side after all.
Let him wait in the drawing room, and I'll come when I've eaten.
Yes. Wait a moment.
So,
I don't think you should be meeting the Archbishop today, President.
why not?
Remember, his last discussion with you showed that his support was determined purely by the amount of money you gave. And now he wants peace with you only because your victory is complete. Agree?
Is that really what you think, then, Herman?
In fact, I know it. So why don't we give him the cold shoulder now and get him to come back another time?
But they all say he'll be siding with us.
He's very unreliable, and you would never know if he'd still remain on our side if the king were to return and try and make a comeback.
That will certainly never happen.
I'm sorry, President, but one must think of all possibilities, and if the king did come back to reclaim the throne, the Archbishop would betray us immediately, I am sure. Don't you think?
All right, very good. Send him away now.
Let him come back another day when you invite him, and he'll come crawling before you. And I suggest you give him some money then, of course in the form of a donation. Then the Archbishop will certainly be on our side, won't he?
Goodbye! I never thought we'd be going back up the same river so soon!
The whole border is guarded. It's the only way we can go. Up. That's it.
Sorry, Captain Rangpang! Whatever's going on here? There seem to be party soldiers everywhere.
They're on the lookout for rioters, and I'm afraid it's no help to us, Alfred.
What are we going to do, Captain? We can't get close to the palace with them around. Help! I'm drowning!
Hey,
Help!
down that way. Ah!
Help! 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 Ah! Help!
Hey, you come over here. Come on. Ah! Wait, I'm coming. Come on, hey! Hey, wait there! That's our clothes you're taking!
Hey, look! Let's go! Don't you think we're drawing even more attention to ourselves dressed like this, Captain Rangpang?
That may be so, but I'm afraid we'd be spotted by the soldiers otherwise, Alfred.
What do you think we ought to do now?
Act natural and we'll turn at the next corner.
Sir, are you from the Crow Party? Yes we are. Hurry,
What's on over there?
We're in trouble, Captain.
Long live Dolf!
Hey, stop that!
What happens now?
What are you men up to? Listen here, you two. There's no time to play with children. Now just hurry up. Those of you guarding the palace are due at the town square. Good grief. Don't you thickers know where you're supposed to go? That way. Dolf is justice.
Dolf is justice. Dolf is justice.
Let's get with Dolf! Let's get with Dolf! Let's get down with Dolf! Down with Dolf! Make way for the Archbishop! Make way!
Ah,
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Archbishop.
I know you're busy. The front of the palace seems a little crowded today.
Well, there are always protesters.
Is it because of your new law?
It's really an efficient law, though opposition to it is understandable, and it doesn't apply to you. So I do hope you're aware of that, Your Excellency.
Ah, yes, of course, because our church is really very poor.
Let's say we're ready to donate 4,000 gold coins to your church.
Oh, is that really so?
Regard me as a benefactor, and we'd like you to support the party in return.
We would welcome it.
Please talk with this man over here on my left. He runs the treasury, and he will pay you.
Oh.
Hurry up and disperse them! Get going!
Oh, no.
We can sneak into the palace now in the confusion.
Alfred is so merry, so very, very merry. He's even bright and cheerful if things are going wrong. Whenever he's downhearted, 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 the feelings never whip him for very, very long. Young Alfred is quite sporty, he likes to be quite sporty. He's very much like any normal lively lad. Sometimes he can be naughty, but even when he's naughty, you'll find he's never, never, ever really bad. We're glad that you've been with us and heard our refrain. We hope you come along soon and join us again.